Welcome everyone to another episode of the Vibrators podcast. How many episodes have we been doing?
I don't know.
Fucking Christ! So so far the 5 Attack on Titan ones and the 1 Film Files.
The one film
So
files.
that's like that's
Plus the
so
intro,
this is our
so that's
7th
like
episode. Yeah, that's 8. That's 8 videos in total, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're almost at the 10 mark. Crazy.
Holy shit! We're gonna celebrate with that one, baby.
Anyway, today we'll be watching the 6th episode. Don't know what the title name is. What do you guys?
Honestly, me neither.
What are you guys expecting going into this? 'Cause
Just
we
like
just
big-
saw. We literally
big
just
things,
saw
man.
fucking Aaron about to fucking munch up that one guy.
I know there's gonna be some fucking brawling going on. Like
I'm pretty sure he's
I
not
think-
gonna die though. I don't think he's gonna die.
I don't think any main character, or at least like main character is gonna die, but I would like if someone bit the dust.
I'm just waiting for Zophie and Udo to fucking just get the dub on.
They were hardly even in the last episode.
Yeah, no.
If at all, right? Like I can't even remember if they were. They had the lady who like I guess ran that one quadrant that was like I guess in the first couple episodes or something. She played a bigger role last time, and that was really weird. Her name's Pike, right?
Yeah.
Pike. Yeah,
whatever.
Pike so far has more character than those 2 other main characters.
True.
That's fucking
But then
insane.
again, Pike Pick, she appeared in like season 3 too.
Oh, did she?
Really?
Yeah, she's the cart titan.
Oh.
She's the one with the really long beak thing.
Oh shit! I didn't know that was in the 3rd season.
Yeah,
Okay,
honestly, I have no recollection of her character back then. But she did. There was like a little like flashback, or not flashback, but she was like trying to think of like where she's seen Armin when those 2 like met out, you know?
Right.
So that could be like a little Easter egg, I guess. Anyway,
And,
let's.
hopefully Armin unmasks in this episode.
I'm ready to see the Aaron and Armin Titan duo.
Yeah, fuck. I'm ready to see them go at it. That's gonna be fucking sick. And
Yeah.
I totally forgot Armin's a Titan too. Holy shit.
All right, let's get into
Okay,
this.
let's go.
All right.
Fuck.
Oh boy, dude. Fuck.
Dude, that was
Okay.
one like
What a
up
trip.
and down like episode. There's so many
I
highs
really have
and so
mixed
many
opinions
lows,
about
man.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
really
Although I
mixed
was
opinions
I was super hyped about it, but yeah.
Let's get one thing straight: the fucking CGI for those like small.
We
little
need to talk
scenes,
about it.
That
It's
honestly what like turned me off from this episode specifically.
Yeah, half this episode was straight up CGI.
Yeah, and even
Kinda
the people on the roofs, like Aaron's.
that was
Aaron's
my
team,
biggest problem.
Like,
Yeah.
you saw that one dude get dragged up from Jean, and then fucking, that was like all CGI. Like even when like they were talking, he was like half CGI.
I was almost convinced Gene was entirely CGI.
Yeah,
like,
no, 100%.
Like there's so little of his character that's like drawn. But yeah, I think with the Titans, like I understand that, like they're massive
the Titans,
creatures.
I understand.
It's something that like it doesn't really take away from the like overall experience, although it is distracting. But when you have like just normal people on screen that are like
It's awful.
like
I hate it.
models like that, it looks really bad.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, even with the Warhammer Titan, like a bunch of it was also CGI. Same with Aaron's parts. I mean, there are like maybe a little bit that wasn't CGI, but like for the most part, like I don't know, it was
For the most part it was, and depending on the Titan, it's either fine or like really bad. I actually think Aaron Yeager's Titan form is by far the worst in terms of this new in terms of this new style, because it's like at least with the Warhammer Titan, it's so shiny and like otherworldly that you could just be like, okay, well that just looks kind of cool, but like we've already seen Aaron's Titan fully drawn and animated, and it's just like it just looks like a huge fucking downgrade.
I don't know. I think in the preview we saw the Beast Titan. I think that might look worse.
I'm
Honestly.
hoping that doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, within the preview. Yeah, even I wonder what happened with Reiner. Cause like he just got fucked with Falca, right? And like
Right, yeah.
in that preview we didn't see them, and they're trying to find them, I guess. So that's also dope.
And Porco most definitely gets Nene.
Yeah, Porco definitely
Yeah,
gets
he's-
named.
yeah.
Sophia's gone. Like
Zophia's gone. Udo had a really surprising death. It was like blunt force trauma to the head, and he like slowly died.
yeah, he
and
got
that-
trampled over by those people. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck,
right, exactly.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ, that was brutal.
But yeah, let's
But yeah.
let's talk about like how fucking all of them just showed up after Eren
That
was
was
fucking like pummeling the fucking Warhammer, or was it the Warhammer Titan? Right?
Yeah,
the
Warhammer Titan.
Yeah, that was fucking sick. Just seeing, you know how the guards were on top of the roof, and then seeing all of them come up, and then just like fuck them up. That was fucking dope.
Yeah, it was interesting. But you know what's even weirder? Was Armin in this episode at all?
No, he
Nope.
wasn't.
No, that's I wonder where he was.
I feel like especially with like what they're doing right now. I saw that like a couple of them were like putting up lights on top of roofs or whatnot. I'm not too sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure they have a more in-depth like plan as to what they want to accomplish over there, and hopefully like shit like goes crazier than what this episode's going for.
Yeah, it's really weird how fast like this episode and the last one went. Because I mean, even when I was originally watching this, like the first couple seasons, it's like those were paced like a 20-minute episode didn't seem like it was that. It seemed like 20 minutes. Like you felt every minute go by, and that's not a bad thing. These are going by so fucking quickly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's necessarily a good, or I guess it's a good thing, but I don't know.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing.
I'm glad it's picking up. Like I'm glad that we're really setting things in motion with these couple episodes.
I like how they didn't really do something like too special with the deaths of Zofia, especially, and Udo.
I know, she just got crushed.
Yeah, she just got crushed. She's like, and then Udo tried to help, but like he got fucking trampled on, and then now
perfect deaths for those characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
honestly.
only like one flaw that I had, and that was when Gabby met up with those like soldiers, and then they got like fucked over, and with the dude fucking getting headshotted from like across the street. But like
What was wrong with that?
I don't understand, like why wouldn't they just kill her too? Like why leave her alive? Why leave Gabby alive?
Well, well in like a war scene, it's like if you're being I have no
I'm pretty
I have
sure
actually
it's just
no
like she's
idea.
a kid. She's a kid.
Yeah,
I assume most of them aren't.
I mean,
like,
what is it?
cunts.
What is it? Mikasa was giving Eren shit for like killing a bunch
Yeah.
of civilians, right?
And
So
I
I'm
imagine
assuming the
everyone
rest of
else
them
is-
don't do that.
yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. But yeah, realistically, when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, they just didn't fucking kill her off, too. She's like important.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from there, but yeah, she is a child, so that's like understandable.
Plus, I feel like it wouldn't make sense after all the character building with her. Yeah.
Right, exactly. That would be really odd.
So what are you guys' thoughts on like the character changes, like with the design, like Mikasa
Designs?
especially?
I mean,
have-
they're older, so I can understand it. I mean, they do look. It doesn't really feel like it has the same kind of
Yeah.
art style from the old ones.
Oh,
like,
it
like
doesn't.
the
No.
the outlines aren't as bold
Yeah.
in the old ones. I mean, like
especially
it looks a
especially
little
with
more
Mikasa.
like a general. And,
I've noticed
yeah.
like eyes are really different in this season. Like
Yeah.
just like eye textures and stuff like that. Like that's completely different.
I mean, the only character that looks the same would probably be Levi, and he looked like with that preview.
Well, we saw so little of him, right?
Yeah.
Like we saw him for like a couple scenes and then boom.
Yeah, but that was fucking sick how he entered. Like about a.
That's true. That is a very Levi opening, you know, like yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that like it's fan service, but in the right kind of ways. It wasn't distracting by any means. It felt like it felt natural, just like in the last episode with that giant lore speech. Like that, like it's really falling into place in a very natural, smooth way. Like the only problems I'm having with the show now are literally in terms of its presentation, like in terms of like the way it looks.
Just the new studio, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's
again, just
I was worried about it, and
I'm still worrying right now because I don't know how much CGI they're gonna include into like every other episode coming up.
That's true. It could get real bad
because a lot of it is like, I don't know. It's really turning me off from like the whole series. I mean, I could understand. Not technically, not much is happening. When it comes to like actual like fighting, other than like Eren and the Warhammer Titan, right? And then Mikasa coming in, and then the fucking what is it, the Jaw Titan or whatever Porco is.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's called.
I forgot what that Titan's called, but he's coming in, and like Levi also coming in. Those two is just pretty much what's happening. But like other than that, the fact that the other troops from Eren's side are like CGI'd, and like even some of the Eldian soldiers are CGI'd. It's a
little
whack.
distracting.
It's a little distracting.
But at the end of the day, it's like that stuff doesn't matter too much if like the story is good, the characters are good. Because I mean, like animation, it's like, I mean 2D pretty much stays like it stays nice looking throughout throughout time, right? But I mean, like for instance, a movie like Toy Story, like people still enjoy that movie, and that thing looks like a piece of shit. Right?
Yeah.
Like compare that to like I don't know, what's something that you've watched where it's like the animation's really nice, but there's nothing else to it. Like that is so much worse. So like this to me is like okay. Like it's a little distracting and it looks kind of bad, but as long as the story and the characters are there, it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, that's fair. There are some like really nice scenes, like small scenes, where it just looks super fucking badass. Like when Eren got fucking pierced through by the Warhammer Titan. That shit was
right. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that was a good scene. Some of the flying was it was like nice to see again.
Yeah,
like when they were zooming through the city, like that's just deja vu hitting, right? But yeah, is there anything else to talk about, or do you just want to get into our general conclusion there?
I mean, there's not really much to say. There's just like a bunch of stuff happening right now.
It's just like a fight happened.
It's just it's mainly just the episode strictly for Eren and his crew to come in, and then just seeing what the Warhammer Titan looks like and how
right.
Pretty much.
And it's actually kind of interesting because like if Eren were to eat the Warhammer Titan, does he gain those abilities? Is that how it works?
I don't know how that works. I'd have to assume so.
Because like one of the main general guy, he was talking how the Warhammer Titan needs to eat Eren so that
yeah, okay, then that's probably the case. Yeah,
that's something like that.
But yeah, it's kind of an episode where like it's literally just one fight that goes on, and it's well choreographed and everything, but it's literally just a fight.
Yeah.
Some new characters come in, and that's kind of it.
So what do you guys' overall vibe rating for this episode?
So for me, I'd say it's either a 3 or a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because although the episode is good, it is just kind of like a fight. Like there are some visual problems with it. There are some lines of I forgot to mention this. There are some lines of dialogue that don't hit right. Like Lorenzo, I remember you were cringing at a specific one.
The like one of the getting wrecked.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's like there are some cheesy bits of dialogue here and there, but nerd. It's like a solid episode. It's fine. So yeah, I think I'll rest it at like a 3 out of 5 stars. It's nowhere near as good as the episode that preceded it. I think that one had such an amazing pacing and build up to it. Whereas this one, it's just a fight. It looks cool. In the general scheme of things, it's just kind of like it's bridging between two gaps, right? So yeah, 3 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, for me, I think I want to change my 3.5 from last episode to a 4, because now that I've seen this episode, it made this episode a little bit worse in a way, because last episode,
Do you feel like it?
I like the pacing and all that, it actually like makes it a whole lot better. But when it came to like this episode, I just had a lot more flaws with it, and there's like a lot that I really didn't like and a lot that I really did like. So I'm gonna have to agree with you, and I'm gonna say it's a solid 3 out of 5.
Yeah, right, exactly. What about you, Lorenzo?
I was gonna say 2.5 out of 5, right in the middle.
Okay, for sure.
I don't know.
What are like some of your bigger problems with it?
I don't. It's just all the CGI. I mean, like, it's literally.
I could see that
pacing,
being a huge problem.
Like you said before, the pacing, kind of. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it just a straight up 2 out of 5. I wasn't really the.
So you don't like this episode?
Well, I do like it, but I don't know. It's just not really that good.
There are a lot of
fair.
hype moments. There are a lot of hype moments in this, and like a lot of shit to like
really
get excited for. But like at the end of the day, a bunch of the CGI and a bunch of like the animation overall just kind of made it not that great.
Yeah, and I think the justification for the 3 out of 5 is mainly because like I like these characters. If like I was coming into the show like completely blind and I watched this episode, I'd probably be more in Lorenzo's stance, because I think the fact that like I was just so hyped the entire time gives me more of an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
But the pacing is still very weird.
Let me finish though. Like, talking about the characters that did show up, since we were on that subject, one of the reasons why I do think it's a 2 out of 5 is because like them revealing these characters just kind of felt really underwhelming.
That's true. Holy
very,
shit.
Very underwhelming. Levi,
other than
he just kind of popped in. He was
other
there.
Than Levi. No,
then,
the fact that Levi came in was pretty dope.
Levi's was that was super underwhelming too.
Personally, I thought it was pretty dope because like
he didn't even have any dialogue. Sasha's was kind of she was there. They zoomed in. She's a sniper. Whoa. It's kind of underwhelming.
That's fair enough. I mean,
I feel like the best person. Yeah, I don't know.
This whole episode's kind of all over its place, just because like the war's finally breaking out, and there's just so much to like pay attention to. Like we have Reiner, who's like pretty much MIA with Falco. We have like a bunch of these people setting up and like destroying they're destroying their armies, and then you have like a bunch of things to like look at, and then it's just too much and too overwhelming in a way. While the characters like showing up, it doesn't really give it justice to see these characters like Mikasa's come up and like see
I was gonna
Levi.
say Mikasa's was the least underwhelming. That one I kind of felt hype for.
Well, because Mikasa actually had lines, right?
Yeah,
Levi didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Sasha hardly said anything. Connie said like maybe a line. Jean, or is it Jean or Jean?
I think it's Jean.
I like saying Jean because it sounds
Jean sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jean probably had the most like to say, but yet again, it's like it's just I don't know, empty dialogue to get from point A to point B. There's not a lot of character like integrated in this, which. To be fair, not to be fair, like in comparison, when Attack on Titan did it in its first couple of seasons, they were always, adding some little bits of like, character info or personality. Like even characters we wouldn't like that would die like an episode later. Like there was already so much like crammed into them. And sure, we know these characters, but especially for how long it's been since we've probably seen a lot of this, it's like it would be nice to get a little recap on who they are now, right?
Yeah.
And with 20 minutes, it's like there's not really an excuse of like you didn't have time, because it's like you spent the entire 20 minutes on a battle. Like in comparison, in the first couple of seasons, it's like you would have so much going on, but it didn't feel overwhelming. It was like well paced, whereas this it's like too much yet too little at the same time.
Right. Yeah, I do have to say though, I think the only entrance the two entrances that I was most hyped for were Mikasa's and Levi's, but I think Levi's was the coolest in a way because he like helped save Aaron, and that shit was dope. Where
It was a very Levi.
it was a very Levi
intro.
intro, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I would say that like although I am like a lot more negative on this, I still do like the episode. I think there's a lot to admire.
Episode. It's all right. Like
It's just in like the grand scheme of things, looking back on it, I think this might be one of the weaker ones in hindsight. But that depends on where the CGI really takes us later on. Because if what you two are saying is right, and they like make everything CGI for those last couple of battles, it's gonna look
Most
like
likely.
dog shit.
Yeah.
they most likely will.
You can't, like, when it's like a couple characters, it's like fine, I can deal with it, like whatever, but when it's an entire battle, it's gonna look so heinous. Okay.
Anyway, thanks for listening and watching, guys. It's been I don't think we really done like a proper outro. We just said next episode. So I mean, if you guys haven't subscribed already and want to see more of this content, hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Spotify. Do whatever you have to do. Support us. Like this video. Comment down below. Who's your favorite character?
Yeah. Who's your favorite
And why?
character? Q&A.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you next week. Same time as always.
We will
Right on.
see you next week. It's
Anyone want to finish it off?
Sure, Lorenzo. Why don't you go?
why are you trying to do that, huh? All right, fine, whatever. Yeah. Thanks for watching and stuff. Bye.
Next episode.
There you go.